guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Samson and Delilah story of the Bible. So we're going to get started with the story and then I'll talk about what I want to say.
After God brought his people into the promised land, the Israelites turned away from him and did much evil. So God allowed them to be captured by the Philistines, who treated them badly for 40 years. In those days, there was a man named Manoah. Manoah and his wife were unable to have children. However, one day, an angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife and said, "You will become pregnant and give birth to a son, and his hair will never be cut, for he will be dedicated to God as a Nazirite, and he will begin to rescue Israel from the Philistines." Everything happened as the angel said. When her son was born, she named him Samson, and the Lord blessed him as he grew up. Samson became known for his incredible strength. On several occasions, he destroyed many Philistines. However, he also had a selfish spirit and a bad temper. Sometime later, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, "Get Samson to tell you what makes him so strong and what his weakness is. Then each of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver." So Delilah said to Samson, "Please tell me what makes you so strong and what it would take to tie you up securely." Samson replied, "If I were tied up with 7 new bowstrings, then I would become as weak as anyone else." So the Philistine rulers brought Delilah 7 new bowstrings, and she tied Samson up with them. Then she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But Samson broke the bowstrings easily and freed himself, so the secret of his strength was not discovered. Afterward, Delilah said to him, "You've been telling me lies. Now please tell me how you can be tied up securely." Samson told Delilah to tie him with brand new ropes that had never been used. So Delilah took new ropes and tied him up with them. And again, Delilah cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But again, Samson broke the ropes from his arms as if they were thread. Delilah pouted, "How can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me?" And she pestered him day after day until he was sick of it. Finally, Samson shared his secret with her. "My hair has never been cut," he said, "for I was dedicated to God as a Nazirite from birth. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me." Delilah realized he had told her the truth, so she sent for the Philistine rulers. "Come back one more time, for he finally has told me his secret." So the Philistine rulers returned. Delilah lulled him to sleep and then called to a man to shave off his hair. Then she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." When Samson woke up, he thought, "I will do as before and shake myself free." But he didn't realize that the Lord had left him. The Philistines captured him and took him to prison, where they bound him with bronze chains. But before long, his hair began to grow back. The Philistines had a huge feast in their temple where they worshiped their false god. They demanded, "Bring out Samson so he can perform for us." Samson went to the center pillars that held up the temple. Then he prayed to the Lord, "Remember me, O God, and give me strength just one more time." Then Samson pushed against the center pillars and the temple came crashing down. Even though Samson had made many mistakes in his life, God still used him to rescue his people from the Philistines.
Hope you enjoyed the story. So let's get going. So the first thing I want to talk about, why did Delilah betrayed Samson even after he loved her? Delilah needed to know about Samson's secret because they was Philistine wanted to know Samson's secret. So the reason why, because they need to know why he's so strong or whatever. Why does Samson, a hero or just someone, wanted strength and bad decision. I believe Samson was a hero because he listens to God and he says, "Do not cut your hair as you will lose your power." So if he actually did cut his hair, his power will be gone and he won't have any of the strength. What can we learn today from the story Samuel and Delilah? I have learned a lot. I will tell you three. First one I'm going to talk about is Samson was strong, but God told him not to cut his hair because he could lose his strength. And that means to me that it's a promise from God. God give you something, but you need to promise to him that you won't break that promise. So that's the reason why he was strong, just because he's got long hair. Her is, you should not do what Delilah did about asking Samson how he's strong, because he's talking about a secret that he was going to tell somebody else about. So that wasn't a good thing what she did, because that isn't what God likes when there's a reason why. Samson could not cut his hair because God would told him what happened if he does. Yeah, because when he was born, he told his mother and father, "You're gonna have like a special baby with powers, but the only thing is he can't cut his hair. He needs to keep his hair growing and growing." So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. But before I go, I keep forgetting to tell you this. I actually make a Facebook account for my channel, so it will be in the link down below if you want to follow me on Facebook. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.